The Weaver, and the Wyrm. 3 primal forces from which the world Gaia springs. The wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Wyrm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Wyrm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
Best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
I don't know. Even if we do manage to push them out, they'll only set up somewhere else. We need to hurt them, bring them down, not chase them away.
We've already talked about this, Cahal. They're too close to the cairn. If we stage an attack, they'll look for the ones who did it. I don't want Indran's eyes on our home. Our best option is to work in the shadows.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Cahal. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. You just focus on your mission.
Cahal, I've got this. I love you. See you soon.
What do you think, old friend? Yeah, that makes two of us. I'm not too keen on this plan. I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
She's Adana's mother. I should be out there with her.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Says the woman who got her hands on their files. We'd never have been able to take the fight to Endron like this without you. Besides, you installed all of this on your own. Have faith in your abilities.
That's sweet, Cahal, but I just wish I could do more. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way. Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
We're not on vacation, Adie. We're here for Gaia, for the cairn, and you're here to learn how we do things.
I know, but couldn't I have learned how we do things back at Tarker's Mill? It's not like you've got me helping out with the mission or anything.
Try connecting with the spirits. Feel their presence around you. The pain Endron's causing them. That connection makes you a Garou.
I'm trying. Believe me, but I just can't.
Don't worry. It's always harder before your first change. And if the change never comes, if you're human, like your mother, that's fine. She may not feel the spirits, but she's the finest infiltrator we have.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could have. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. Everything will be all right, don't worry. Try to focus on the spirits. We'll be leaving this place soon.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up! We're gonna need you.
Ludmilla needs you to get her out. Rodko will give you the rundown.
What's happening, Dad? Is Mom okay?
Don't worry, Adie. Your mother knows what she's doing. I'm sure she's fine.
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence has shaken things up.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts. Center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
We've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it. Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck! Rodko.
I heard. No more sneaking around. We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Cahal, I've hacked into their system. Now, stay low. I can see they've got snipers in the next room. I should be able to... There.
Ludmilla!
Cahal, tell 80.
No! Please, no!
Cahal! No. Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafik! Stop it! No!
What have I done? Rafik!
There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right?
I'm inside.
Good. Try to keep a low profile, would you?
They're not running the most attractive operation here.
I mean, they're pumping out weapons for Endron, not selling timeshares. Looks probably not their priority.
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out. I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garou. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
You're in.
Shouldn't be much longer.
We were supposed to have delivered the ammunition 1 week ago. 1 week. Endron doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endron is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major, but business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
I'm calling security.
Try it and it'll be the last thing you ever do. Who's the woman who wanted silver bullets?
Major Grainer? She works for Endron. Ever since they set up their sights at Tarker's Mill, they've been having problems with the local population. And if someone comes to see me, it means they plan on solving their problems with raw firepower. Come on now. I've answered your questions, but I'm a busy man. I've got things to do. Let's put a stop to this little farce. I advise you to stay put while I call my guard. This is your one chance to walk out of here alive, so I wouldn't waste it if I were you.
You know what I do to men like you? I shatter their legs, gouge out their fucking eyes. Funny thing is, once I've gutted them and wrapped their intestines around their neck, they still beg me to spare them. These blind, broken men believe that they might survive, right up until they draw their last breath.
Jesus. What do you even want from me?
You obviously know what's happening at Tarker's Mill. Don't pretend that you don't have a network.
That's some dangerous information. You sure you want to know?
Talk.
Endron purchased some facilities at Tarker's Mill, and they're not there to create jobs, no. They plan to do the same thing they always do. Suck the land dry, even if it kills every living thing there in the process. And they'll kill anyone who stands in their way.
They can't just kill whoever they want. They've got money, but people would know. The media would spread it far and wide.
You really don't know what you're up against, do you? Endron is powerful. They can do whatever they want. No one will care about a few dead protesters. History is written by the victors, after all. Now, die!
Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Tarker's Mill. My old cairn. Adana. I have to go back. Dusk.
What the fuck are you doing, Cahal? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back.
Where are we headed?
Tarker's Mill. We're too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Huh. Clever boy. All true! Fall back!
Fucking Silver. Tell me, where's Adana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I was worried about Adana. When I heard the cairn was being targeted, I had to come back for her. You know I couldn't stay. Not after what I did to Rafik.
I told you that your rightful place was at my side. That what you had done could be forgiven. But no. You chose to abandon us. Me, the cairn, your daughter.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. The best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exile during the attack, she drove us back.
I buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
Tell me about Adana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight. To defend herself. So that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
She gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not how I wanted to do things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garou as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Adana decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother.
About Ava, how's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too. At first.
What do you mean?
For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for the planet. What more could I ask for?
At first. So you've changed your mind about humans. That's...
myself included. Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
Take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
Following in her mother's footsteps. Ludmilla used to say the same thing. Your mother would have been so proud. That was 2 years ago now. Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind. My Irish brethren. But that was a lifetime ago. How many did you lose?
Cahal, I'm glad you're back. And we lost a lot of good people today. We're lucky it wasn't worse.
That with half our survivors wounded, another attack would be the end of us.
Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Cahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out, too. We're lucky to have them with us.
It's true. Rodko did change when he became pack leader. Yet Donna was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter. Rodko must have written this when he lost his sister.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
Parker's Mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Englings, the Jaglings, the Gafflings, they all suffer in kind. The Eater of Souls tries to corrupt them.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act as they disappear. Which is why we need your help. You must help me to combat the wyrm, to protect the wild.
Came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Ah, Adana. A dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She, too, is fighting for Gaia, in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gift. spirits.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn, souls, and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the wyrm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the wyrm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
Ceres, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice. Now go. Ifen is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the wyrm.
You deserve to rest at last, Magnus. Go to Ifen. He's waiting.
Ah, Cahal. It's good to see you, old friend. Take care of the cairn.
Kitmona, return to Ifen. The cairn is safe.
Thank you, Cahal. Take care of those who remain.
Leandra, be at peace. I will protect the cairn. Go to Ifen.
Of course, Cahal. I'm glad I got to see you. One last time.
Iron Wind, your struggle is over. Ifen is waiting for you.
Cahal, keep fighting. Protect the cairn for me.
I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rothko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rothko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
What can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.
Thank you, Cahal, for returning your Garou kin to my side. Their souls are now at peace. Now go, fight the wyrm and all who serve it.
You here to enlist?
Yeah. Hear you've been having some trouble lately.
You hear correctly. We were attacked a few days ago. We pushed them back, but let's just say we're a little understaffed right now.
What's in this training program of yours anyway?
That's classified. But those who survive their training become real killing machines. With real thick wallets, too. What do you say? You interested?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Fillin.
Cahal Fillin. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list. All right then. Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons. This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let me just find you on the list here.
Signed up at the entrance. Cahal Fillin.
Ah, right. Here you are. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
I'm ready.
Let's start with a technical question then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
Holographic sight.
That's right. Let's talk Endron now. The company has an internal motto for those in the know. Can you tell me what it is?
Cost of the fine is always less than the cost of compliance.
That's the one. Sounds like you're gonna fit right in. Some guys roll on in complaining about the company not having a moral code. Screw 'em. Okay, enough of this paper-pushing bullshit. I know a combat vet when I see one. Welcome to Endron's training program. Head over to the waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
Well done. They want to make you wait. We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. They'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. And the people here won't know what's going on in the training center. I'm in the mine. The propane tank's at the center of the site. There should be a service door that leads there.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
Injecting something to their recruits.
We're aware. Endron's soldiers reek of the wyrm. We've been trying for weeks to figure out just what's in that serum of theirs.
So the injection have something to do with the wyrm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
You must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Tank. But there's a soldier guarding it. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
One of their elite soldiers. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Alert! All personnel. The pursuit of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Evacuate immediately.
The explosives are in place.
Time for you to get out of there. You should see air vents running along the top of the walls in some rooms. When the ventilation system isn't running, those ducts will lead you straight outside. Good news. Ava's just arrived back at the cairn. And brought your daughter with her.
Adana.
I imagine you'd like to see your daughter before anything else. She'll be in Ava's quarters, I'm sure.
Were you the one who buried Ceres? You truly honored her legacy.
That was the least we could do. She was always there for us.
Thank you for taking the time to honor the memory of Kitamona. She was an old friend.
She spoke of you often. I just wish she could have had the chance to see you again.
How are things on your end?
We're holding up, but I'm afraid our problems are far from solved.
One less problem, now that you're back. It's been too long, brother.
Hey, Cahal. Heard about your little light show at the mine. Didn't lose a finger playing with those fireworks, did you?
Not a one. And we couldn't have done any of it without you.
Oh, please. You're too kind. All I did was stick around. You know I'm here if you need me.
Thanks, Dusk. I'll let you know.
The guardian spirits of the forest. They have slept for too long. They must be stirred from their slumber. They must lend me their support against the wyrm. Find them, remind them of their duty, and return to me when it is done.
How are the spirits?
Still alive, at least. But the influence of the wyrm has weakened them.
If we keep fighting back against Endron, though, his influence will shrink, and the spirits will regain their strength.
Fuck, Spirit. Your sleep must end. Yfen needs you.
I hear you, warrior of Gaia, and I am now awake. Yfen has my aid.
Stag Spirit, awaken. Help Yfen to fight the wyrm.
Thank you for shaking me from my lethargy, warrior of Gaia. Yfen can count on me.
Hear me, raccoon spirit. Wake up. Answer Yfen's call.
The wyrm has taken advantage of my slumber. But no longer. Yfen can count on me.
Bear spirit, wake up. Hear Yfen's call.
I have slept for far too long. I did not feel the wyrm spreading. Yfen can count me among his stalwart allies. The guardian spirits are among us once again. I can feel their strength. Thank you, warrior of Gaia. There will be other fights we must win to defend our forest. Return to me in time. I will have further need of your help.
One way to go. But life's picking up again in the cairn. Ludmilla, I hope you can see this, wherever you are.
Cahal! You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
That's an impressive amount of equipment.
It's the bare minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Endron.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, I always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one. I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Adana.
Cahal?
You must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, how are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to rebuild that bridge now, Cahal. Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death. But dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most, that left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right, that you never thought about what it might do to me.
Don't blame you if you hold it against me. But I still stand by my choice. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me, and you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endron just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endron apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endron during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endron down. We sink them from the inside.
What was it? With Rodko and Ava?
Honestly, it was hard at first. Rodko was... he was really mad at himself. Over you going away. Over Mom's death. He obsessed over my first change. Trained me for months and months. But as we trained, I started thinking, I don't want to go through my first change.
Are you scared?
Fuck no. I just don't want to be a Garou. You're all too unstable. Mom wasn't a Garou, and she was one of the best fighters the Cairn had ever seen. I think that's why I drifted toward Ava and her way of doing things. Fortunately, Rodko mellowed out after a while.
I was able to talk with him earlier. Seems like he's gotten more open-minded in these past few years.
It took him some time to come around, but he finally realized that Ava's methods serve Gaia just as well as his do. Now he's got no problem with the idea of working with humans, or my choice to follow in Mom's footsteps.
So I've noticed. There are a lot more humans in the Cairn now than when I left. You really do take after your mother. Took me aback at first.
I miss her too, Cahal. I think about her every day.
She would have been proud of you.
If you say so.
I'm proud of you too.
That's nice of you to say and all, but I know you didn't want me to follow her path. That you wanted me to be a warrior like you and Rodko.
I don't know about that. A Garou's life has its share of problems too. I can't blame you for following your mother's example. She really was exceptional.
She sacrificed herself for Gaia. And she didn't abandon me, so you know.
What are you hoping to find by following in her footsteps?
I want to continue her fight. To finish it. She wanted to bring Endrin down, and that's what I plan to do. Anyway, Ava and I will keep working at Endrin's fracking site. We're gonna take those assholes down from the inside.
Endrin's built a fracking site.
It was a rush job. They'd set it up and posted guards before we had any time to react. It's a danger to nature and the spirits alike. Those sites are one of the greatest threats Gaia faces today. It hurts my heart to work there. But I also know that I'm the best chance we've got of putting a stop to it. Soon.
You've seen how bloodthirsty Endrin is. Did you know they have a price on your head?
They're not the first. And they're not about to scare me into stopping. We've lost too many already. And if we run, how will we honor their memory? The pack comes first. Besides, Endrin doesn't suspect me at all. I'm secure over there.
Secure?
Endrin has full confidence in me. Hell, the whole team at the fracking site looks to me for my expert chemical analyses. As long as I stay their golden girl, there's no way they'd imagine I'm connected to those scary eco-terrorists. Least of all the Cairn.
Sink Endrin from the inside. And how do you plan on doing that?
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that Endrin's injecting its new recruits with a special serum that makes them more... everything.
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training center. The injection transforms people. Makes them stink of the wyrm.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endrin's ranks, I was trying to figure out what was going on with their biofuel project. But while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. No employees have access to its composition. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with, as well as another project, the Earthblood Protocol.
Earthblood Protocol? Any idea what that's about?
Not yet. But that can wait until after we figure out what this mystery molecule actually is. Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, we'll know what they're pumping their soldiers with, and their plans for this biofuel. Then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen, block the biofuel's launch, and hopefully put the final nail in Endrin's coffin. Thing is, right now the encryption they're using on their data is impossible to break. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were stuck and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah, I read Ava's letter to Rodko. How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko will be figuring out our next steps.
All right.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
Still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endrin's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab, but surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
Where did Adana's training go while I was away?
Rodko tried to make a Garou out of her, but all his training didn't exactly bear fruit. I know she doesn't like talking about it, but she says she doesn't feel the gift.
Think she's right?
I think only time will tell. But all of Rodko's obsessive Garou training only pushed her closer to me. She took an interest in my work, wanted to know all about my approach to infiltration, my thoughts on humans, and she was a fast learner. Call it ego, but I used to think she was trying to be like me. Then I realized she already had a role model, her mother. Adana realized that I could teach her a lot of the same stuff her mother could have, so she stuck to me like glue. And then she shifted up a gear, studied at Caltech and Columbia University, and she did it all on her own. You should be proud of her.
Always have been. Must be mistaken. Just as much as my blood flows through her veins as her mother's. And mankind's really made something of itself, hasn't it?
Yeah. Took us a while, but we've got a solid group, and our name's out there. The bigger we get, the more we can do. Still need to get public opinion on our side, of course, and that's not going to be easy given the way Indran and his puppet media portray us. But the longer we fight, the better we can reclaim our narrative. The people will come to realize we're fighting for them in due time.
How did you manage to convince Rodko to house Lambda Mankind at Tarker's Mill?
Back when you were here, he wouldn't give the idea the time of day. But when he named me lieutenant, I told him I'd agree on one condition.
That he'd accept your Lambda Mankind.
Yep. Once he lived around them for a while, he finally saw that their determination to save the planet was every bit as real as his. And today, they're fully integrated into the cairn. Rodko's a big reason Lambda Mankind's accomplished what it has today.
From what I've seen, you've got an uphill battle in the court of public opinion.
That's for sure. Indran's media mouthpieces have done a hell of a job of painting us as terrorists. But hey, it could work out in our favor in the end. If we bring Indran's abuses to light, in the beginning, Rodko didn't like my way of doing things, so I had to assert myself. Deep down, though, I don't think he would have gone easy on anyone. Nobody could replace you in his eyes.
But here you are, Rodko's right hand. I'd say you replaced me quite well.
I appreciate it, but it was never a question of ability. Rodko just had to get over it, to learn to stop yearning for the past. It was a slow process, but he's finally managed to turn the page. That said, your return has done him a lot of good. All of us, really. There's a lot of change we can effect with you here, Cahal. Keep that in mind.
Sorry you had to go through all that.
It's not your fault, Cahal. I know you needed your time away. I'm not going to blame you for that. Besides, filling Rodko's cairn with humans was never going to be an easy process.
Taking action, the attack on the cairn. It's hard for me to ignore the parallels with the day Ludmilla died.
I suppose the infiltration strategy doesn't exactly help things, huh?
Yeah, but I'm trying to push it from my mind. I trust you, Ava.
Don't worry, Cahal. Even if the broad strokes are similar, the details are completely different. We lost Ludmilla because we didn't know that Indran was working with the Black Spiral Dancer. Piece of shit must have realized Ludmilla was one of us. Nothing else could have. There's no way in hell that's happening again. We've checked Indran's security on all their sites around Tarker's Mill. There are no Black Spiral Dancers, not one. Adana's got this. She'll be safe.
Yeah. I'm terrified that we might somehow see a repeat of 5 years ago.
Tracking site's too well protected. It's too much for 2 people.
What's Rodko think about you two going undercover like this?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first. But once he understood what we wanted to do, he gave us the green light.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step 1. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Indran acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rotko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
This attack? Fuck. It's like a nightmare.
Believe me, Ava. All of these deaths will be avenged.
What you did to the training center's a hell of a start. Hey, need to talk?
Otko did everything he could to stop the assault. But
I know. How'd you get involved, though?
I was stealing explosives from a weapons manufacturer when I heard the cairn was going to be attacked. I came as fast as I could, but it was too late.
Hell, I'm just glad you came back at all. I don't want to think about what might have happened if you hadn't.
Catch you later.
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
I had a chance to talk to Yfen for a while. It's hard to believe the state the spirits are in.
What do you mean by that? Are you here to tell me I let them down?
No, that's not it at all. I just want to know what happened.
Yfen will tell you that I turned away from the spirits to focus on the pack. On Adana. It's true in part. I needed to keep the pack unified, but I never abandoned the spirits. I did everything I could for them. But I never had the sort of connection with them that Rafik had.
And the wyrm?
His influence is spreading here. It's spreading everywhere. We're all fighting against it as best we can. But as long as Endron stays here, the wyrm will remain strong. It will try to corrupt our minds, to weaken Yfen and the spirits.
Never thought I'd have a chance to say this after I left, but I'm glad to be back among the pack.
Me too, Cahal. I'm glad to have you, especially right now. I'll respect your choice to leave once this storm passes, but you know as well as I do that your place is here. You are my right hand, Cahal. After what you did at the mine, I'd say you still are.
That's Ava's place now.
I know, and she's a fine fit for the role. But you and I, we have a different bond.
Whether I go or stay, Rodko, that bond will always remain.
I truly hope so, Cahal.
I read the message you left on Ludmilla's grave. I didn't know that you...
I never should have given the green light for that mission. Never. I'll blame myself for the rest of my life. If I hadn't made that decision, my sister would still be alive. And you never would have left.
Wasn't your fault, Rodko. How could you have known that Endron had set a trap for us?
I'm the leader of this pack. It was my job to know.
You can't punish yourself like this. Even Yfen didn't see it coming.
Yfen is not our pack leader. I was the one who made the choice, not him. I've got to live with that.
As you might imagine, there's still a lot of tension there.
Between the attack on the cairn and your sudden return, she's going through a lot right now. Give her time.
Ava said the same thing. I hope you're both right. Speaking of Ava and Adana, they told me about their plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Blaze your place to get Ava and Adana access to Endron's network.
Hey, Cahal, right?
You must be Declan. You with Lambda Mankind?
That's right. Ava's told me all about you. It's an honor, really.
I don't know about that. I hear you've got the relays I need to install at the dam.
Yeah, I got them right here. You need anything else?
Meet Ava anyway.
By investigating her, really. I used to be a cop, tasked with putting her and Lambda Mankind away. And I tried, but Ava runs a clean operation. That didn't make the bosses happy, though. They told me to falsify evidence to bring him down. That's when I realized they were in Endron's pocket. I tried calling him out, but the whole precinct came down on me like a ton of bricks. I had no choice but to run. And I ran to Ava. I pledged my life to fighting Endron.
You and the other humans. You know who it is you're working with, right? This isn't just ideology for us.
Yeah, I know. I know what you are. Ava told us everything. Trust me, Cahal. We're all on the same side here. We're fighting for the survival of the planet, whatever the cost.
What do you know about the dam?
After you took down their training center, they doubled down on security at all the other sites in the region. Even if Rodko draws their attention, you're still going to have a lot of resistance. They've even brought in some of their elite guards from Nevada. And these guys are huge. I don't even know if you could call them human anymore.
We've met, but I had no idea they were from Nevada.
Well, the training center you took out wasn't the only card Endron had in its hand.
That figures. Be good.
Before you go, I've got a favor to ask. We've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got important information on whatever Endron's up to in Nevada. Her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her. Get whatever info out of her you can.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck, Cahal.
Ava, I'm at the entrance to the site.
Good. The dam is down below. I'll give you the targets once you're in.
Try to be careful.
Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo. Okay, let's go.
After you reach your targets, you should see a big warehouse door. It's just behind that.
Got it.
Got a ping on Victoria Vokes' badge. Can you see those windows upstairs at the end of the room? That's where she is.
Perhaps I'll pay her a visit. Anyway.
We're trying to find out more about Endron's biofuel. Apparently, it's manufactured in Nevada.
I want the report on my desk first thing tomorrow morning.
Victoria Vokes?
That's right. If you want something, be quick about it. I'm busy. Who are you anyway?
I'm with Endron's intelligence division. We believe that you're the target of a local activist group.
Me? But why?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Perhaps you could answer a few questions for us. We know that you're working on the biofuel project. Can you think of any reason why someone would target you for that?
That's a delicate question. Only a few scientists and senior staff know the details. And of course, President Watkins.
Apprehension is understandable, Mrs. Vokes. But the threat is real. Your life is in danger.
What threat does a handful of self-righteous, forest-dwelling hippies pose? What? Are they gonna slogan me to death?
Think again, man. They're far more dangerous than they look. We found their last hostage with his hands cut off and his eyes gouged out.
Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. You don't think... Could they be after me because of the human testing?
What do you mean?
You know, those prisoners, they'll do anything for a commuted sentence and a few years on our payroll. Anyone who agrees has to undergo a series of... No, I can't share that information with anyone.
Understand. Just tell me what you can without violating the non-disclosure agreement.
Okay. All I can tell you is that when we first tested our biofuel in the wild, we discovered something very... peculiar. Some animals exposed to the exhaust fumes changed. They became more resistant, more aggressive. Once we discovered that, we came up with a plan to test the effects on humans.
Tested... on humans? I see.
What does it have to do with me? Why am I being targeted by terrorists?
Calm down, Mrs. Vokes. The intelligence division will take care of this situation. You have my word.
You promise? Just in case, could you get me some protection or bodyguards or something?
Please, Mrs. Vokes, focus. We believe you have data on the biofuel project somewhere on site. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My office is at the dam. I should have one of those files open on my computer right now, in fact.
Give me your badge, Mrs. Vokes. We'll need to completely wipe your hard drive. Can't take any risks with that sort of thing. You understand?
Yes, I suppose I do. Here. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. I'll stand by for your instructions or anyone you send.
I'll send some men to protect you as soon as I can. In the meantime, do not speak about this to anyone. Thank you for your cooperation, Mrs. Vokes.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All that's left is to find her computer.
How are you doing, Rod?
They've taken the bait. Don't waste time.
Okay. I'll mark the terminals where you need to plug me in.
And once you're finished, I'll guide you to the extraction point.
I've got the data. We're good.
Great. That data's just what we need.
Well done.
That's the last terminal sorted.
The deceptors are ready, Ava.
I'm on it. Okay. I'm in the dam's control system now. We're good to go. Cahal, it's time to withdraw. I'll tell Rodko.
I've identified a vehicle exit. I'll open it for you. Dad?
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
Me too, Eddie. Me too. I'm out.
Nice job. Bring me Volk's data as soon as you can.
Rodko and the others staged their distraction. You all right, Dusk?
Sure, but how about you? I hear you'll be taking on the fracking site. Shit. Talk about taking the bull by the horns.
We'll be taking it by the tail. It's too risky for a frontal attack.
By the way, Ava asked me to give Declan a hand tonight. She wants us to jam communications between the outpost and the fracking site so they don't see you coming.
That'd be a real help. I'm counting on you.
I won't let you down. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thanks, but you hold on to that luck. You need it more than I do. How's everything going?
Good. Great, even. We're this close to taking Endron down. And it's all thanks to you.
Just me. All of us.
True, but everything's changed since you came back. The whole pack is doing better. Why did you go away, Dad? Really?
You know why. After the death of your mother, something snapped inside me. And it cost Rafika's life. I was a raw nerve. Liable to give in to rage at the slightest push. If I'd stayed... if I'd hurt you...
But now you've come back and everything's okay. Please, Dad. I don't want you to leave me again.
Me neither. I never wanted to go. But I'm still a danger to you.
I know, but if I lost you again, I just want you to think about it.
I will, Adie. I promise. Let's talk about it again when all this is finished. Judging from how well your diversion went, I take it your wounds are fully healed?
We didn't lose anyone, and the mission was a success, so I can't complain. But we're a long way from being finished with Endron.
What's our next step?
I still need to put some thought into it. Ask me later.
Here's Vok's data.
Hell yeah. This should give us a look at what Endron's mixing into its biofuel.
This data contains what you hope it does.
Then we'll be able to land a heavy blow against Endron. It's probably got info on what they're doing in Nevada, too.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. How are things at the dam? Did they find out what we did?
Doesn't look like it. The plan worked perfectly. They must think they scared you off before you managed to do anything.
They'll figure it out in due time. We need to move. I'll go see Rodko.
Pop by to see Adana, too, if you've got the time. She'd appreciate it.
Have you had time to plan our next steps? We've gotta act before they realize what we did at the dam.
I know, and I'm ready. Go get Ava and Adana. It's time to attack our final target. And it's simple. No unnecessary risks. We go in as a small team and get the data on Endron's twisted experiments. Then we let the media do the rest of the work for us. Ava?
The room housing the data we're after is impossible to unlock from the outside. Trust me, we tried. Which is why I need you, Cahal, to connect me to the server in their central control room so I can open the way for Adana.
The problem is, even if we manage to open the door, that room is under high surveillance. I'd be detected before I manage to recover anything.
So Ava said. We need security to keep its eyes off the screens for a few minutes so you'll have room to work. Blowing up the refinery should do it. I'll handle that.
That would put the site out of action and get their whole security team's attention. 2 birds with 1 stone.
but that still won't buy you too much time, 80. You'll have to be quick.
3 minutes is all I need. And then our problems are solved.
Ava, you'll be in charge of coordination. I'm counting on you. Cahal, we'll meet in the area that links their outpost to the fracking site.
Okay, we'll draw less attention that way. But if the outpost raises an alarm...
Declan and I will jam their communications, just in case.
Adana, you go about your normal workday until you get the signal. Everyone else, we attack this evening. I wish you all the best of luck.
Do you feel ready?
I do. Don't worry, Dad. I've been working there for months and no one suspects a thing. It'll be like any other day. Do you want to talk about anything else? Otherwise, I've got to get ready. I'm leaving for the site as soon as possible.
Talked to Rotko when I first returned. He says you haven't gone through your first change yet.
Not yet. It's weird. I feel as though I could, but I'm not sure that I want to. I think I still need time.
Take all the time you need. It's a difficult choice. A Garou's life can be complicated. And you know as well as anyone the dangers the first change can bring. The rage.
Yeah, I know. And Mom was human, but she was still the best infiltrator in the cairn.
Whatever you decide, I'll always be proud of you, 80.
Thanks. That means a lot to me, Dad.
Mother was human, but it never stopped her from being one of the strongest members of our pack. Don't feel obligated to do anything. Nobody will judge you for your choice, and I'll be proud of you either way. Good luck tonight.
Thanks. You too.
Given how well your diversion at the dam went, I presume your wounds are healed.
Can't complain. We didn't take any losses and the mission was a success.
Did you run into Tank Girl?
I wish. Would have been nice to give her a taste of her own medicine after last time.
Best not to think about it.
Yeah. Right now, our mission should be our sole focus.
I've been able to help Yfen since I first returned. Spirits are finally returning to Tarker's Mill.
So I've seen. Though I don't remember you being so close to the spirits before.
I wasn't. But shortly after I left, I felt the need to reconnect. To stay in harmony with who I am as a Garou.
I understand. And by freeing the spirits from the grip of the wyrm, you drove that filth away from Tarker's Mill. Keep it up.
5 years helping the spirits was my only way of staying in harmony with who I am. I'll see you at the junction between the outpost and the fracking site. Declan, are you ready for this evening?
Hey, Cahal. Yeah. I spent a fair bit of time watching entrance sites. There won't be any problem on our side.
Sk told me he'll be joining you.
Yeah. He knows the tech we're going to use.
No surprise there. We worked together on a number of missions. He's a good man and a capable ally. Make sure nothing happens to him.
You can count on me.
What's the layout of this place like?
The fracking site is built in the shape of a cross. The labs where Adana works are to the north, and the refinery to the south. The flare stacks lie to the east and west. And in the middle is the central control room.
The central control room. That's where I install Ava's relay.
It's fairly close to the entrance after the outpost. You shouldn't run into too many problems on your way there. Though they recently received some new kit from Nevada. Large caliber defense turrets. And I'm sure they're loaded up with silver.
I'll be careful. Thanks for the info. Luck this evening.
Right back at you, thanks.
You ready to go?
I've been waiting for this.
Ava, can you hear me? I met up with Rodko. We're going through the gate of the fracking site. We're ready to launch the attack.
Understood.
Now it's our turn.
I'm headed for the refinery. We'll meet up when it's over. Good luck, brother.
And you, Rodko.
Everyone's in position?
I'll show them hell.
I'm in the lab. Everything seems quiet so far. No one suspects a thing.
Then let's get going. Cahal, you've got to connect me to their servers. Adana, as soon as I create a breach, you get copying. And be careful. All of you.
See the terminal.
Connect me.
You're good to go, Ava.
Time to work my my magic. I'm on their network, but we got a problem. Yeah, shit. They've changed their encryption. We're going to have to bring down their whole network if we want to unlock the doors to those servers.
Tell me how.
Ava, the flare stacks. That'd be the fastest way.
Oh, you're right. We use the pressure controller on the flare stacks to force a system reboot. That'll unlock the whole site.
Dad, can you see the flare stacks? The big towers with flames coming out the top? You need to place Ava's relays on those terminals.
My first attempt to connect. They're trying to find me.
Block them.
That's what I'm doing, but you need to move. I can't jam them forever.
I've put the relay on the second flare stack.
Here we go. 80. As soon as Rodco blows the refinery, I'll reboot the system. You've got 2 minutes max to copy the data. Are you ready?
Just say the word.
Now, Rodco.
On it. Well, that should attract their attention.
Madonna, get moving.
I'm on my way.
As soon as you've got what you need, we're out of here.
Fuck! Get out of there, Adana. Forget about the data.
They're coming! They're...
80. How do I get to her?
The elevator at the center of the site. It's the quickest way.
Rodko.
Already on my way. I'm almost there.
Find my daughter.
I see a helicopter approaching the site. Get a move on.
She's unconscious. You bastards. Let her go! You're gonna pay for this.
Hang on! I'm coming! Go! Slaughtered them all.
Damn it. I have eyes on Adana. They've taken an elevator to the roof. She's still unconscious.
And Rodko?
He's a few rooms ahead of you. I think he's given in to his rage, Cahal.
No, not you, Rodko.
Please, Cahal, you have to do something.
Brother.
They've taken her. I'm sorry. I could not resist my rage.
I know, my friend. No one could blame you.
She's all that's left of my sister. Find her. Protect her. For Ludmilla.
Rodko.
I had no choice. He was overtaken by rage. He would have killed me.
Rodko, please. You can't be gone.
Damn it, Ava, snap out of it. They've taken my daughter. Where is she?
They took her to the roof.
Guide me.
The elevator's in the office above you. You should be able to get there through a nearby ventilation duct.
Madonna! Fuck! No!
Wait, I know you.
I am Richard Watkins, Endron's CEO. I've been keeping tabs on you for a long time.
Then, you knew.
Of course. Your little attack, your little plans. We knew everything. I've been trying to identify you for some time. You can't imagine all the wonderful things we'll be able to accomplish with you. Losing a few sites was a small price to pay. I've got great hopes for you, my dear.
Mr. Watkins, We'll be at our destination in 2 hours.
What have you done to me?
Sweet dreams.
That helicopter. Find out where it's going.
I managed to intercept one of their calls. They were talking about a package they were delivering to Meridian State Prison in Nevada. They also talked about some treatment. They want to do something to her.
Find out all you can about this prison, and get things ready for our departure. As soon as I'm back, we're leaving for Nevada.
But what about Rodko? Are we just gonna leave him?
There's nothing we can do for him now, Ava. I'm sorry. But 80's our priority. Rodko would have said the same thing.
I know.
The backup generator. Rodko's scent is still fresh here.
80? What are they going to do to her?
We have to get her back before they do anything. Don't lose your head, Ava. Without you, we're blind.
That creature stank of the wyrm. Endrins decided to pull out all the stops.
Cahal, Endrins set up these new weird pumps. I don't know what they're injecting into the earth, but Ethan is suffering.
I'll take care of it, Ava. Get your crew together and leave for Nevada. Find 80.
That's the plan. Contact me on my terminal as soon as you're finished.
The wyrm is on the ebb, but its servants still live. Ready yourself. They are here, and they are waiting for you.
Well now, what do we have here? The mongrel that's been killing my men. Show him what you can do!
Begone. This is no place for bloodshed. Make the Umbra take you.
What?
Stay calm! This changes nothing! Collect his fucking head! Fuck off!
I'm not afraid of you.
What? Oh, damn it! No!
You rose to the call, warrior of Gaia. I have freed this territory from the clutches of the wyrm, and the spirits are returning to the forest. Your fight for the cairn is over. Yet, in spite of your victories, your spirit is troubled.
Who's fighting Tank Garou? Where exactly did you send us?
Deep inside the Umbra, the spirit world. You can discern but the Umbra's surface. I took you into its depths. It was the only way you could fight the servants of the wyrm without bringing harm to Gaia's domain.
Endrin security members transformed into strange creatures. How did that happen?
The wyrm has corrupted their bodies to mirror the twistedness of their souls. They are possessed by Bane's spirits of the wyrm. They become Fomori, the deformed creatures that you fought. You can use your penumbra vision to detect this corruption and anticipate their change.
We have lost our leader, and our pack is scattered.
Even heavier on my heart, Endron has taken my daughter.
I felt the Silver Fang submit to his rage. Though you may carry the burden for the rest of your life, you did what had to be done. Leave without fear, Cahal, and find your daughter. I will call the Garou back to this cairn and continue my endless vigil. We shall meet again.
Ava, the pumps are done. Tell me you found 80.
They've taken her to one of their sites in Nevada, Viridian State Prison. That's where they...
I know. No time to lose. How do I get in?
Don't worry, I've already got a plan. Declan's stolen an Endron helicopter. Meet up with him and I'll give you the rundown en route. Cahal, Viridian State Prison is in Nevada. They've got a lab below the prison. That's where they're keeping Adana. The Nevada authorities have been hunting a serial killer for years. The Badlands Butcher. That's your new identity. I've entered your description into their database. Get yourself arrested. They'll throw you straight into Viridian State.
Cahal, so you finally turned up. Been waiting for you for a couple days now.
I take it Ava put you in here? Good to have another man on the inside. How is she?
I don't know her too well, but it's clear all this is shaking her. She's putting everything she has into the search for your daughter. I think that's the only thing keeping her going.
I can relate. Some of the prisoners might have info. Those with influence.
The two most influential prisoners around here are Lon Shabetta and Seth. Shabetta's mafia, and he's still running his business from the inside.
I imagine he gets along well with the warden?
From what I hear, they're always trading favors. The other guy, Seth, he controls the drug trade around here. Might be worth a visit if you need a boost. You'll find him in the gym. He never leaves. Apparently he's sick with something.
Who's in charge here, anyway?
Guy named Hadley. He's the one who gave you the sticky eyes when you walked in. An ex-con promoted all the way up to warden. Try not to rub him the wrong way. He's an Endron man through and through. Every bit as violent as his guards. Oh, and speaking of, most of the guards here are elite soldiers in training, and they're not big on warning shots.
Got it. You have a plan for getting out of here? I can't protect you while I'm looking for Adana.
Don't worry about me. Ava's got it all figured out.
Good. Now lead me to this Shabetta. I'll start with him.
What are you doing here? Fresh meat? The cord's occupied. Now, fuck off!
So you're the infamous Seth?
Oh, if you say so.
Nothing wrong? Looks like you're having a bad day.
It's that fucking treatment. It burns.
Sounds to me like you accepted Endron's deal.
Listen, shithead. I'm not in the business of shooting the breeze with any asshole who just wanders in here. Just tell me what you fucking want.
You got their treatment, you've been to their lab. Where is it?
Oh, the lab? They put a bag over your head when they take you there. And who the fuck are you to talk to me anyway? Did you not hear me? If you're not here for business, you can go fuck yourself.
You sell stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
And where did you hear that?
Matter? Either it's true and we talk, or it's not and I leave you to your writhing. Well...
Okay. Yeah, I got plenty of shit in stock. What you buying?
Uppers.
I can do that. And how do you intend to pay?
Depends. What do you need?
You've just come through the gates and you think that you can give me something I don't have.
I'm the fucking Badlands Butcher.
Name it.
Ah, so you're the Butcher. I've heard of you, but I've also heard you died in your home state. Where was that again?
South Dakota. And the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. The rumors of yours won't be if you keep fucking around.
Whoa, now, Butcher. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Perhaps we can come to an agreement. I give you your fix, and if I got a problem with someone, you give me a hand. Not a bad deal, right?
I can work with that.
Perfect. I have my stuff stashed at the bleachers. Take whatever you like. Guys, open the door for him.
Yerlan Shibeta. In the flesh, and you're the notorious Badlands Butcher. Welcome to Viridian State, my friend. To what do I owe the honor of your visit?
I know that the Warden offers certain prisoners a deal. Prisoners like you.
So, you're looking to take advantage of the offer yourself?
Fuck no. I just want to see where Endron takes the prisoners who do. The lab.
You're very well informed, my friend. Well informed enough to know that nothing in this life is free. I give you what you want in exchange for a small favor.
What can I do for you?
You see, two of my men think that the time has come for me to, retire. A man can't advance in this world without possessing certain values. Ambition is one, of course, but so are prudence and loyalty.
I take it these two men were neither prudent nor loyal.
You catch on quick, I like that. Their names are Neil Jordan and Eric Ross.
Can you tell me about Neil Jordan?
Neil has a job in the workshop during the day. Do be careful when you take care of them, though. They watch that place like hawks. That said, all sorts of accidents can happen in a workshop. All sorts.
Where can I find Eric Ross?
Eric's in quarantine. Most of the prisoners that get the Endron treatment usually spend a few days there afterwards. I hate to tell you, but unless you can find a way in, you'll have to wait until he comes out.
I don't have time to wait. Guess I'll have to get creative. Take care of your men. But once it's done, I expect you to hold up your end of the bargain.
Hey, Lon Shibeta is a man of his word.
You good? Lon tell you what you wanted to know?
Not yet. He's not the kind of man to give up anything for free. Wants me to take care of two of his men.
Who's getting the chop?
Name Neil Jordan ring any bells? He's got a job in the workshop. I need to take him out in there somehow. Make it look like an accident.
Huh. You know, a few days ago, a guy wound up in the infirmary after a workshop accident. The machine he was working on overloaded. It was just a bit of extra voltage, but it gave the guy third-degree burns. Maintenance fixed up the machine and everything's been okay since, but you know how finicky machines can be.
How do I unfix it?
There are some voltage controllers in the workshop. If you want to make sure this accident is fatal, you're going to want to put them all out of order.
Apparently Eric Ross is in a quarantine cell. I need to get at him regardless.
Ross? Huh. I hear he reacted really badly to the treatment. Never stops asking for drugs. And that guy? He'll swallow anything you give him. Still, they don't exactly keep the poison within arm's reach around here. Check the infirmary upstairs. Something in there should do the trick.
Should be all I need. Thanks, Dusk.
If you need me again, you know where to find me.
So, what news do you have for me, my friend?
Your two men are no longer a problem. Now, for your part.
Very good. Lon Shibeta is a man of his word. Take this pass. It'll get you into Hadley's office via the infirmary. You'll find a secret passage into the lab from there. Best of luck, Butcher. I get the feeling this is farewell.
So do I, Lon. So do I. Found it. The laboratory. That's where they took Adana. I have to find her as soon as I can.
Are reacting badly.
I picked up your scent from down the corridor. You're like me, aren't you?
Who are you?
My name is Onawa. I am the pack leader of the Red Talons. And who are you?
Onawa.
I've read Endron's reports about you. My name is Cahal. You must be the Garou Endron's testing on.
How did you know that?
I've read Endron's reports. Some of them in this very prison.
Testing is too kind a word. They were torturing me.
Any idea what they were trying to get out of you?
Not really. Something to do with the wyrm. But they didn't get the results they were hoping for. Why are you here? For the girl?
Adana? Have you seen her?
Adana's your daughter, is she? I met her. They had her locked up in the cell next door.
Had? What, isn't she here?
Not anymore. Their tests on her bore fruit. They've taken her away to Endron's headquarters. But I have no idea what they plan to do with her. Take me with you. All that awaits me here is death. Work. Now, follow me. Tell me. Is that so? Cahal, what are those outsiders doing in my territory? It's not just Endron spreading across my territory. We have been invaded.
Ava and her Lambda mankind. I know them.
Do not like humans. And there is only room for one pack here.
Humans are with us. They're fighting for Gaia.
Humans are the reason we need to fight for Gaia. We should have snuffed them out at the dawn of their existence.
These humans are on our side, and we have no intention of settling here. We'll leave as soon as we've managed to rescue my daughter from Endron HQ.
So, you intend to fight Endron?
We could use your help.
No. We have already lost too many. We will not join you. However, I will clear your path. My wolves tell me they have already attacked your people. Those attacks will end. You may operate on our land with impunity. At least, until you finish your business here. Stay longer, and there will be war. Go now, and pay your respects to our guardian spirit. Parchua tells me that he is waiting for you.
Heard stories about the Red Talons and their closeness to nature. Most of them are born as wolves, not humans. But you...
I was born Uktena. The Red Talons took me in when I was just a girl. I grew up amongst them. and formed a unique bond with Pachua, our guardian spirit. He and I share a bond like nothing you would imagine.
That was your cairn spirit we saw when we arrived.
Yes, Pachua. He is our guardian spirit.
Seems to be powerful.
That he is. Pachua is a guardian spirit who accompanies his subjects into battle. He has seen more combat than you could if you lived 100 lifetimes. He granted me his protection, and we forged a unique spiritual bond. One like nothing you will ever know.
How did Endron capture you?
We've been locked in battle for a long time, trying to drive Endron from Red Talon lands. But they were too powerful. I saw my people dying one by one, until one evening, Endron sent us a message. They told me that if I gave myself up, they would leave the Red Talons alone. And you saw where that led.
Since the wyrm is spreading through your territory, is there nothing you can do?
If I let my wolves leave the cairn, they'll attack your people. I assume you would rather we avoid that. You, however, there are numerous shrines to Pachua in the area around the cairn. They have gone abandoned for far too long. Find these shrines. Pay homage to Pachua. Give him your strength, and he will take care of the wyrm.
I'll see what I can do.
So, you are the one who freed Onawa. You reek of human, warrior of Gaia. For what purpose do you enter my territory?
Came to rescue my daughter from the claws of Endron. The claws of the wyrm.
You would travel hundreds of miles for your daughter. And yet you abandoned her yourself once. I can see it. Yes, for 5 years, along with the rest of your pack. Are you truly worthy of my confidence? Can you even still call yourself warrior of Gaia? And now, you fight beside humans, beside the enemy.
Not all humans are servants of the wyrm.
But all are blind. They will never understand the wild or the wyrm. They try to apply the order of the Weaver to everything, Gaia included. They will never admit that Gaia is a wild, uncontrollable entity, and that she demands sacrifice.
We'll prove to you that humans can accomplish great things for Gaia.
You will only prove that you are as blind as they are.
And you can't see that the wyrm is already here, and that the humans that are with me have nothing to do with it.
Such impertinence. The presence of the wyrm is not a concern. I have battled it time and time again.
Yet it still spreads everywhere around you. Only your cairn seems to remain untouched.
Our cairn is all that matters. And we are ready to make what sacrifices we must to maintain it. Onawa has taken that role upon herself. But she may not be the last. Now go. Pursue your quest.
I shall judge your worth.
There's still much work to be done. Stay vigilant, lest the wyrm overwhelm you.
I can feel the hate that flows through her. And her guardian spirit.
Ava, can you hear me?
Cahal! There you are. Head to our base. We set it up near the road leading to Indran territory.
You must drive the wyrm from these lands, warrior of Gaia. It is killing us one by one.
The spirits are suffering. How can Onawa stand by and do nothing?
Go to Pachua. He is waiting for you.
Thank you, warrior of Gaia. I would have fallen prey to the wyrm.
This desert is devoured by the wyrm. But I still feel the cairn holding strong. The Red Talons haven't been cooperative.
Where's Ava?
She's inside. It's good to see you again, Cahal.
Thanks. It's new.
We're surveying Endron's outposts to make sure we'll be ready to attack them. They've got a lot of defenses to get past.
Ava just told me about Adana. I'm so sorry, Cahal.
We'll get her back. Thank you for your help in the prison. You took big risks for me.
You can thank me when we've got your daughter back, but just remember, my favorite way to be thanked is cold, hard cash.
Lest I forget, you managed to get out of prison.
Pretty simple. Ava sent Viridian State a transfer order for me, complete with an Endron seal of approval. During the transfer, Lambda Mankind attacked my convoy, and the rest is history.
I'm sorry. I really tried, but...
I'm just busting your balls, man. You were there to save your daughter, I get it. Besides, at the end of the day, I'm out of prison.
Cahal! But... you're alone.
I'm sorry, Ava. They'd already moved Adana out of the prison by the time I got there.
Dusk told me. Do you know where they've taken her?
Endron's Nevada HQ. Or that's what the leader of the Red Talons says anyway.
The Red Talons? Those fuckers have been attacking my people since we got here.
Rest assured, they won't attack you again. I freed their leader from Endron's grip.
They captured another Garou?
They were experimenting on her before they captured Adana. Apparently my daughter makes a better test subject.
Those fucking bastards. We'll save her, I promise you.
The leader of the Red Talons agrees to hold back her wolves until we get 80 back.
But she's not going to help?
I think she's using us. We take the risks, she reaps the benefits. At least they'll leave us alone.
I'll take it, but have you seen the wall that protects those Indran outposts? It's surrounded by a minefield. Nobody here can get through their defenses. Only you.
Only me? Need I remind you that you're a Garou too?
Sure, but I'm not a fighter. My strengths lie in data. Weaver stuff. Anyway, listen. I've been working on it for a couple of days, but I think I figured out how to deactivate their landmines and get you into an evac duct. It'd be too small for a human, of course, but a wolf could get through. Get to the other side and take care of their outposts. Deal with the men guarding the terminals in each outpost and connect me. Once I'm on their network, I'll be able to clear you a path through the maintenance zone. It's the quickest way into Indran HQ. Go see Declan. He'll tell you how to get past the minefield.
I was able to save Yfen and the spirits from Endron's invasion.
Glad to hear it. Been worried about them for a while.
The wyrm has retreated from the forest. Yfen should be able to protect the cairn on his own now.
We'll be back there soon. With 80.
We will. We haven't had time to talk about Rodko.
Yeah. I can't get it out of my head. I was his lieutenant. I should have seen it. I should have done something to stop it.
Ava, I've been there. Rage gives no warning and heeds no reason. No one could have seen it coming. Not you, not me. Not even Rodko.
How are you holding up? You're the one who had to...
I didn't have a choice. But I wish he were still with us. We'll have to learn to live with his absence. The leader of the Red Talons. Endron scientists used her as a guinea pig for months.
Any idea what they were doing to her?
They injected her with a substance that was supposed to lure the wyrm. But it didn't work because she'd already gone through her first change.
But Adana...
I know. That's why we need to get her back ASAP. Indran's offering their prisoners the same injections they were giving their recruits at Tarker's Mill. That's where their elite soldiers are coming from.
Did you destroy their lab at least?
No, I didn't have time.
Then we've got our work cut out for us once we've got Adana back.
We've got to move. Eva, you're not responsible for Indran taking Adana. They'd already identified her. I don't know how, but they knew about our attack. The whole thing was a trap. She was their target from the start.
If she's the one they wanted, then they've already got plans for her.
Time's against us.
I know you're just trying to take the weight off my shoulders, but this is still my fault, Cahal. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive myself.
It's all our fault. But we'll get her back. We have to. I'm off.
Donna, I'm so sorry, Cahal.
We'll get her back. Go to Pachua. He will welcome you and protect you from the wyrm.
Thank you for your guidance. The call of the wyrm drowns out all else.
Hey, you're here. Follow me. I heard they took your daughter to their HQ. I can't even imagine.
We just have to get her back. Tell me about the outposts.
There are 4 entrance sites inside the perimeter. To reach them, use the evacuation duct.
And the minefield?
Go around the perimeter wall, but keep your distance. You'll see a red mark on a rock. From that mark, go straight towards the wall. Once you've reached it, stay close. Follow the wall until you find the entrance to the duct. From there, it's all up to you. Good luck.
How are things going with the Red Talons?
Well, they haven't started attacking us again, at least. And thanks to you, we were able to place the relays Ava needed to hack into their network.
Glad to hear they're keeping their word. Ava, I've cleared out the outpost and connected you to the network.
Good. I'll try to take control of Indran HQ's surveillance system. I've learned more about the Earthblood protocol. The stuff they're injecting into their soldiers acts directly on their immune system. It seems like the experiment they've been conducting has to do with the protocol too. I'm almost through their defenses. Keep going. Indran's headquarters has been pretty active lately. Seems like our attacks on their outposts haven't gone unnoticed. They're gonna bulk up their defenses. With that, I should have access to the HQ's camera network. I'll keep you posted. I've managed to stop the oil pumping. Their machines have all gone quiet. I just wish I could see the look on those Indran execs' faces. It's done. I'm getting a feed from their HQ's cameras. It's time for us to attack. Go check in with Declan.
We've halted Indran's oil pumping operation, taken control of their outposts. Once we leave, you'll be able to re-establish your claim on these lands.
You underestimate Indran's tenacity. You think you can attack them and simply walk away. How naive.
No self-respecting Garou would ever let the wyrm and its servants take their territory without a fight.
A dead Garou is of no use to Gaia. I do not share your delusions. Nor does Pachua.
Think about what you're saying. Words like that ill-suit a warrior of Gaia.
I choose my words very carefully, and I'd advise you to do the same. Be careful not to insult a pack leader when you're on her land, Cahal. Go look for your daughter. The sooner you're gone, the better.
Guardian spirit doesn't like humans.
Neither do I.
But the humans who are with me are fighting for Gaia.
If they were worthy to serve Gaia, then they'd be a rare exception. Humans. Our Garou ancestors made a mistake when they gave them an opportunity to prove their worth. Now, Gaia pays the price for their foolishness.
Bet the spirits of the region. They suffer under the assault of the wyrm, and you're not doing anything to help them.
The minor spirits are powerless compared to Pachua. Saving them from the wyrm will not change a thing.
How can you say that? They help the Guardian Spirit fight the Wyrm. They're the foundation upon which Gaia survives.
Survival sometimes requires sacrifice. Gaia's included.
You remain deaf to Gaia's call. I just don't understand.
I'm not looking for your understanding. I'm looking for you to leave my territory.
How do you feel since your return to the cairn? I'm worried Endron's experiments may have caused after effects.
After effects? Make no mistake. I was too strong for them. Too strong for the wyrm's corruption. I've never felt better.
If you say so.
I see that you have paid your respects at my territory's shrines. Good.
Talk to you later. Maybe.
We've got full control of the outposts, and Ava stopped their machines. They're not pumping oil anymore, that's for sure. Now there's just the HQ left.
I'll take care of it. Alone.
I get it. Good luck.
I'm at the gate to their HQ's maintenance zone.
Get moving. Every second counts.
Have you found Watkins yet?
I don't have eyes on him, but I'm sure he's upstairs. Go. She's with Watkins. He's got her locked up in some sort of glass chamber. They're taking her upstairs. Hurry up, Cahal. He called a helicopter. He's just waiting for it to arrive. I think you can reach him. Lower the chamber and take it.
Ava! Ava! Shit! My daughter. Where is she?
Impressive work. I really didn't think you'd make it this far.
Who the fuck are you?
William Thorne, Endron's vice president. And I've heard oh so much about you, Cahal. You and your fascinating daughter.
I suggest you tell me where she is if you want to keep breathing.
You'll find her at the helipad with President Watkins. Well, assuming you hurry. They'll be taking off soon.
What do you want with her anyway?
Frankly speaking, she's a chance for us to recoup our losses. Something we desperately need after all the trouble you and your friends have caused us. Adana's extraordinary nature will allow us to transform this collateral damage into lucrative scientific advancements.
If you fucking hurt her.
Now, do control yourself. The elevator to the helipad is just nearby, and I've ensured that it is active.
Why help me?
President's orders. He's prepared a little surprise for you.
Good. Then that's where I'm going after I've torn you in half. For everything you've done to Gaia and to my daughter.
Watkins did warn me of how violent and irrational your kind is.
Ava! Watkins is at the helipad. He's trying to escape with Adana. I'm heading up there.
There you are. You must be Cahal. It's time for you to pay for what you've done to this company. Your daughter's hate and fears will make a perfect host for Banes. And as for your friends, well, I've got a score to settle with them too. It's high time they understood. Nobody attacks Endron. Nobody. Launch Earthblood.
No! I'm gonna kill you, you motherfucker! You're gonna pay!
Can you hear me? What's going on? It looks like the apocalypse here.
Watkins has released his gas across the whole region. You've got to get out right now.
What about Adana?
The son of a bitch just took her away in his helicopter. I got held up by one of the Red Talons.
What?
Oh, now we'll have to answer for that. But right now, Idana's all that matters. We've got to find out where they're taking her.
Watkins Terminal. Connect me.
Watkins is a servant of the wyrm. There's no doubt now. This is from 5 years ago. Watkins was there when I lost Ludmilla.
It's up to you now.
It's gonna take me some time. You've got to keep moving. I'll open a path for you through their underground labs. Just get back here ASAP.
We'll worry about that later. Find Idana.
They've taken her to one of their offshore black sites. I'll send Declan to pick you up as soon as we've moved the survivors somewhere safe.
So I've got time to settle things with Onawa.
Onawa. Could she have really given in to the wyrm? I have to be sure.
Hear this from me.
What is it?
Dusk. The gas. He didn't make it.
No!
I'm sorry.
Dusk. Onawa. I had to fight one of your wolves at Endron's HQ. I had Watkins until your wolf interfered. Why?
You still don't understand. Survival requires sacrifice. Endron is too powerful. The wyrm is too powerful. Fighting against them only leads to unnecessary death.
Betrayed me. And you betrayed Gaia. You sold yourselves to the wyrm.
I've made no pact with the wyrm. But Endron is prepared to move off our territory and leave us in peace. All in exchange for a few heads.
That Red Talon was following your orders.
Yes, but you survived, and that puts all of us in danger. Your death was a key part of the arrangement.
You've lost your mind. Pachua never should have allowed this to happen unless the wyrm's corrupted him too. Through your bond. I'm sorry, Onawa, but I need to put things right. Am I still your enemy, leader of the Red Talons?
Forgive me, Fianna warrior. I failed in my duty. I remained blind as Endron used me to corrupt our guardian spirit.
What will become of him now?
He was gravely tainted by the wyrm, but will regain his strength and time and be reborn from his ashes. You will forever have the Red Talon's gratitude.
Was the wyrm able to reach Pachua?
My blind pride. I thought I was strong enough to withstand the wyrm on my own. But, as always, it was Pachua protecting me through our bond. He suffered the full extent of the wyrm's corruption. And through this same bond, I allowed the corruption that infected Pachua to cloud my mind. His rage became my own.
Sure, the wyrm won't reappear as Pachua regains his power.
I am no longer sure of anything, Fianna. It was my certainty that caused this. For now, all I can do is wait and see.
I have to leave. My daughter can't wait. The pack has suffered heavy losses. But Endron's losses are heavier.
We shall finish what you have started. Our concerns must extend beyond our cairn. Leave without worry, Cahal. We shall purify this territory.
Maybe we'll meet again someday.
Be welcome if you ever come this way again.
To a safe place. As soon as you're ready, return to the base and contact Declan. He'll come and get you.
Understood. Declan, I'm ready.
On my way now.
Endron's black site is based offshore. Ava and the others are already on their way to launch the attack.
Over here. My men have already secured this sector. Watkins and his troops know we're here.
Doesn't matter. They won't stop me from finding my daughter.
I know, but there's something more at stake here, Cahal. I've had time to analyze the data we got from Endron's HQ in Nevada. The biofuel and the treatment undergone by the prisoners are both linked to the Earthblood protocol. We don't put a stop to what's going on here, the whole world is fucked, Adana included.
What are you talking about?
The tests on the prisoners allowed Endron to develop a compound that acted as an attractor for Banes. Lots of people affected ended up as Fomori.
Then the gas Watkins used in Nevada.
It's their biofuel. They've developed a method to spread their compound in gas form, and right now this is where they're producing it.
In fact, this is where they produced it from the start. They don't have the necessary equipment in Nevada. I read it in a report at their HQ.
Humans will contaminate each other, turn each other into Fomori, simply by driving their fucking cars. That's the Earthblood protocol.
This base needs to be destroyed.
Damn right. We'll split up to divide their forces. Go get Adana, and try to draw their troops' attention. We both know you can handle it. My team will follow you to place explosives, and mop up any stragglers.
Fine by me. As long as you can help me find her.
I'll open any doors I can remotely. Now, let's go.
Good luck, Cahal.
Bring our back home.
4 sectors, and of course, Watkins locked down the whole site when he saw us coming. To get where Adana's being held, you'll need to advance sector by sector, unlocking each one as you go. Now, connect me to this sector's terminal. Lock has been taken care of.
How's your side looking?
We're making progress. Just keep going. I'll have my people prime the explosives so we can take this place down.
Roger. Your turn, Ava.
On it. You head to the north sector.
How are you managing?
Lost some men in a counterattack, but we've managed to push them back. We've placed C4 on key support structures in 2 sectors. Took some heavy losses in the process, but we're holding strong.
I'm entering the north sector.
The server you're looking for is downstairs. Fuck.
What is it?
I've got 2 black spiral dancers on my screen. They're waiting for you.
Black spirals. Good. I've got an old score to settle.
So, Watkins has sent his dogs to do his dirty work.
This planet's 2 black spiral dancers cleaner.
You okay to keep going?
I've got no choice.
We're at the last step. You've got to disconnect the server. It'll allow me to open your path to Adana.
Realized.
Nice. Now I can open the way to the west sector. That's where they're keeping Adana. Go get her back.
Did you hope to find? Didn't you understand that it was already too late for her? And now it's too late for you and your friends too.
Adana! What did he do to you? Let me get you out! Hold on, Edie!
Dad, it hurts. I'm burning.
No! Edie! I'm here! It's alright!
Dad.
I'm here.
It hurts. Dad, I don't want to die. I don't...
Edie. Flamethrower! Take cover!
Cahal! Cahal, can you hear me? Cahal!
I'm here.
The explosives are almost ready. But Indran sent in reinforcements. We can't handle this alone. We need you, Cahal.
Adana. She's...
God. No.
Watkins. Tell me where that son of a bitch is.
Cahal, we might not make it. We need you here.
Where's Watkins?
He's on the roof of your building. But please, Cahal, I beg you, come back to us.
Ava, hold on. I'm coming.
Thank you, Cahal. You can intercept their main force. We can handle the rest. They're regrouping before they come down on us. I've opened a shortcut for you so you can take them by surprise. Several waves of reinforcements heading your way. Get ready.
Too late. It's already over.
You're gonna pay for what you did to my daughter.
Your daughter? She's just as much mine as yours now. The cells we injected her with, perfected her with, are all mine. Though, perhaps, her weaknesses came from you. Her anger, her fear, everything that made it so easy for the worm to take hold of her.
It's over! You're gonna die here, and your base and your fucking protocol will go down with you.
You think that will change anything? You and your kind. You're just pieces in Endrin's grand game. Nothing but pawns, waiting to be sacrificed.
You talk too much, you piece of shit! Ava, I've taken care of the reinforcements.
I owe you one, Cahal. Meet up with us, then we can say goodbye to this fucking place.
We'll find him. I promise you.
Shocking reports from environmentalist group Lambda Mankind led to a worldwide boycott. The Endrin Energy Company has abandoned its plans to bring its biofuel to market. In a written statement, Endrin leadership expressed its surprise at what it referred to as personal and unapproved actions by former CEO Richard Watkins.
Pentex needs the results of Watkins' research. Find them for me.